Welcome back to RuneScape 3's Combat Only Ironman, nil skills. Last time on the account that cannot train any skills. And the last one, Zamorak arrows. There it is. We have the God-aligned arrows. That is awesome. 69 defense has been achieved, and we've reached the 100 combat milestone. We buy out the runes on Pest Control Island. We grab the correct two-handed weapon, and now a badass approaches the 100 lander. Very cool. For the creatures that I do contribute combat to, I've turned on all of my styles because my melee combats have pretty much fallen behind both my range and mage, and now I don't record any clips until I'm done. I just wanted to add, even though the spinners do spawn to heal the portals, it's really not needed to kill them because players just do so much damage now. You've earned a bonus commendation and a Void Night Seal for defeating the invading Void Pest? What? That's a mechanic completely unique to RS3, wow. While on my pest control journey on nil skills, I was on my main account assisting Overfletch, and we were theory crafting ways which nil skills could do the Anima Islands minigame. Our testing showed that nil skills could only do one of the 4 islands, and would also require me to make use of an alt meaning an alternate account. And in the Anima Islands minigame, you can only get up to 25% of the rewards per island. And in order to get that rewards credit, you need to complete a full 20-minute game. If I can only do 1 out of 4 islands, and the maximum reward currency per game is 1,000, 25% of that is 250 points per 20-minute game. So if I wanted to get the full Tuska War Priest armor set, which is 13,000 reward currency, instead of spending 4 hours and 20 minutes doing every single island, the amount of time I would have to spend in the minigame would essentially be quadrupled. So if nil skills were to go on this adventure and can only do 1 of the islands, it would instead take him 17 hours and 20 minutes. And that's assuming I don't make any mistakes. All this theory crafting aside, let's come back to this later. Okay, and then I release this, 12%, goes to 15%. Oh my god.
And it didn't give any skilling XP, right?
It gave prayer.
Okay, perfect. So that does work.
It does work. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. It's gonna be an alt method.
Oh my god. The players of Pest Control came together to complete an achievement of keeping all of the barricades repaired. And then the final game of Pest Control concluded as the minigame Spotlight ended. Oh my god. They're not getting on. No. Are they realizing? They're realizing, no. No, he called it out. Shut up.
You can do Soul Wars.
Yeah, it's Soul Wars time. 385 Thaler, and the spotlight for Pest Control is over. It looks like we might get one more game out with this current boat of individuals, but as you can see, 768 commendation points. I needed around 1,200, and that's for everything, of course, and I won't be getting that today. And I need around 1,100 more Thaler for the full Void set. That also will not be happening today. Soul Wars is the next minigame, and I hear it is okay for AFKing for Thaler. I might try it out. Oh, and after this game, I will, of course, end with an additional 4 Void points. Yeah, 772 Void Knight commendations. So here's a tutorial on how to play Soul Wars in RuneScape 3. That's it. You simply attack a monster and let it attack you. And then you get to AFK for the length of the game. If you don't care about Soul Wars points, great. And you just care about Thaler, great! You're staying here until an enemy inevitably kills you and sends you back to the grave for 15 seconds. And then you shed a tear and question, why would they do that? Oh, we won. Yeah, 21 Thaler. Yeah, this is gonna be huge for AFK value. I'm just gonna bank all my gear. Okay, it's last rites and I get the prayer XP. Yeah, the prayer XP. Then I go attack the other one, attack Tormented Soul. And then I go back on the other account. I still have the Relic of Life. Good. Oh my god, I do take damage. Holy. So at this point, this is essentially all I do on nil skills. I would use my alternate account to pull up these spirits from the other realm Then I would attack them on nil skills, kill them to obtain their soul, and bring them to the last rites ceremony, beam of light, I guess? And that is how I would get my 25% contribution on this Anima Island. Now, depending on the time limit, there's a chance I don't quite make the 25% threshold, but at this point, I was just, at the very least, happy I could do this minigame. You've siphoned all the anima you can from this island.
Alright, now you AFK, you don't do anything else.
250. Yeah, I got 250. With our discoveries and completing the first game, it was just sort of a cool moment, to be honest. Oh, and I didn't even mention that there's more things here that I can buy beyond just the Tuska War Priest armor. We have 4 different abilities, which we can unlock as well, which naturally cost even more than the Tuska War Priest armor. Again, we'll come back to this in the future, but I like going through my clips chronologically, and this just so happened to be the point at which we decided to test this. When you die, it just says the Astromancers protect you from death and it gives you full health again.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's sick. 225 anima. That's all we're gonna do for now, and that's what we're calling it for today. The end of the pest control grind. Soul Wars may be an option, but I just have to get on at a good time, quote unquote, and pray that people don't kill me. I think I need around 1,000 more Thaler for everything that I want, and I'll have to go back to pest control for another around 400 points. Reaper task completed, and there it goes, the last nature rune for now, and a bunch of our alks have been alked. Familiarization is a summoning minigame which you can do once every week. It's fairly simple on the front that you get turned into a summoning familiar and have to collect raw shards. You need to collect 60 of them for maximum rewards. When dropped into this minigame, you will be assigned multiple summoning creatures which you need to avoid, otherwise they will drain your mental focus. And that's pretty much it. You just walk around and collect spirit shards. This minigame awards a piece of the shaman's outfit, which boosts experience gained from summoning, up to a maximum of 6% with the full set bonus. Or you can choose to get triple charm drops. This buff will last a maximum of 40 minutes of in-game time. We like bonus XP, so we're gonna go for this outfit.
No, you should quick too.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's a box. When you open it, you're gonna get some random summoning ingredients and then also a piece of the outfit.
Cool. Chinchampas. Interesting. And clean Guam! I can use those right now! What is this? Oh, it's bonus summoning XP. Cool. A full day outside of some IRL things that I had to get done of Thaler completed at Soul Wars, and I have a total of 910, as you can see here and here. So, in the notes, you can see I need 1495 Thaler and 1200 pest control points for all of the upgrades and every single piece of Void and the helmets. We will get this in due time. The Thaler that I have is equal to 1 minute of game time. So this is 910 minutes of game time. In hindsight, I definitely should have prepared for that pest control event slightly sooner. But what can I say? The motivation just wasn't there until the last moment. Oh, and I got 44 Zeal, which I'm probably never going to use. So there's apparently an event right now. Thox smashing buffs. Combat bonuses are active until October 8th. And one of those bonuses is allowing me to choose my own Reaper task. Cool. To Barrows we go. I know Ironmen don't get all of these buffs, but being able to select my own task is pretty neat. Well, there is Death's assignment completed, and that is 100 boss kills exactly. So we can unlock the eastern portal over here. Just another 100 boss kills to go to unlock the Altar of War. Fighting on 2 fronts. Unlock the second portal. And with this event, all combat auras reset pretty much instantly, so this sort of changes my plans. If I get the Vampirism aura, I'm 1.9k marks of war away from it. I should be able to just activate it and do whatever content I want, which means I'll be healing continuously. So I think after the Soul Wars grind to get Void, the Thaler grind, I will then do Barrows until I have 5k marks of war, get the Vampirism aura, then go kill some jungle Strykewyrms. I have unlocked the reputable title. And there we have it. 1500 Thaler flat. That's all we need. We'll trade Stanley. Our Void Knight top, yes. Oh, it goes to the top every time. That's not cool. The Void Knight bottoms, yes. The Void Knight gloves, yes. And each one of the helmets, we want the melee helm, we want the ranging helm, and last but not least, we want the mage helm. And there it is. Full Void, is completed. That is fantastic. That is going to help my DPS quite a bit, especially at Barrows, which is the point at which I am at right now. So I'll have to do pest control the next time it rolls around so that I can get the equipment upgrade patches. Changing this set from a tier 42 to a tier 52 gives it some extra defense, as well as a plus 2% damage boost, I believe. If you only wear Superior Void Knight equipment, the damage boost is increased to 7%. From 5%. Oh, and the final amount of zeal, 101. Here it is, a hypothetical new setup for Barrows. We have the 3-way mage switch because I don't have hybrid boots. It does actually drop your accuracy if you use the incorrect style in RS3, as you can see looking here. And I think I shouldn't drop any accuracy at all. That's why I'm using the Obby Cape and the Amulet of Power. All hybrid stuff in the left slots here. Heck, maybe I'll try just a mage inventory after this. See how it goes. Oh, I should have turned on the task extension. It is what it is. Just to show you all quickly, I have 65% accuracy. If I toss on the magic boots, that accuracy goes down by 2%. And when the hit chance is that low, well, you want to maximize your chances of hitting. And there it is, 50 Barrows Brother KC, as well as our Death's assignment being completed for today. However, I'm going to continue doing Barrows for now because I want to get as many Marks of War as possible. The goal being 5,000 for the Vampirism Aura, which should help me kill jungle Strykewyrms as my next goal to get the Hex Crest. And of course, getting the Barrows KC progresses me towards my 100 Barrows KC goal to ultimately help me progress towards the 200 boss kill point, which will unlock this Altar of War over here and allow me to remove the Falador Lodestone teleport from my hotbar. Oh, Torag's plate legs. That is the second piece of Torag's we have now. I have returned for my golden cabbage. A golden cabbage. And now we have to kick this 30 times and we get bonus prayer XP. Honestly, this feels more like an agility minigame rather than anything else. All hail Brassica Prime. 10,000 bonus prayer XP. Pick up the gilded cabbage and place it in the bank forever. 63 prayer, thanks to the Forest of Nemi. What is that? Crystal Triskelion fragment? Huh, very interesting. Assemble? Not one of these again. I hate the word assemble now. Having flashbacks to gaining crafting XP. Oh, there we have it. 70 defense. That's very big because we can now officially wear Barrows armor, of which we have some in the bank already, so hell yeah. Decided to take a little clue scroll break. We have 3 hard clues to do, and I do believe the first one is a drop. Well, I have the Amulet of Power, and I can achieve having nothing on my chest and legs. Sadly, the diamond ring is out of our reach. We do not have access to Menophyte offerings. Mole parts only give seed nests. And for the skeletal and zombie hands, we cannot complete the Legacy of Seer Gaze, which means we can't access the Mire Ditch dungeon. You can cook food on me, but don't cook any foodles. This is a clue step located on the east of Karamja, right down here. And as you all know, because we cannot start the Grand Tree, we cannot get access to Eastern Karamja. So what is the best thing I can get from a hard casket? Well, just like an old school RuneScape, an Amulet of Glory trimmed, or even better, an Amulet of Fury trimmed, which is accessible on RuneScape 3. Blessed Dragonhide would also be good because my range gear needs help. And of course, Third Age would be a cool flex, but we never expect to get those. So without further ado, the hard casket roar it is. Well, Alks are good. Hello, 76 hit points. And there's 63 strength. Oh shit! Varric's Flail! Nice! That's a tier 70 weapon. Tier 70 crushing weapon. That's awesome. Toss that in there. Guess we'll put it right at the end because, well, now we need to gain 6 attack levels for that. Fine by me. And the best part about that whole inventory is that I now have access to the Vampirism Aura. Will cost 5,000 Marks of War, and it is unlocked. We click this, I believe, and there it is, Vampirism. And we can activate it and deactivate it however many times we want throughout this whole event that is going on. That makes our hand glow. Cool stuff. Here's a free lodestone. Ooglog. Activate the lodestone. I'm down here because I want to test out killing jungle worms. Jungle strykewyrms, that is. Because I would very much like the Hex Crest, also known as the Magic Slayer helmet. Well, Slayer head slot. Has a drop rate of 1 in 512 on task, and nobody knows the drop rate off task, apparently. But I'm gonna kill some, see how it is. With the Vampirism aura, and if it's not too bad, we can just camp there until we get it. I don't know if there's a drop tracker or kill tracker, I guess. I'm not paying for this. Anyways, good luck to me. Let's kill some jungle strykewyrms. Ooh, I might want to get a better stabbing weapon. 65 attack. Anyways, my first impression of jungle strykewyrms. They poison you. That's pretty easily combated by the Vampirism aura, but I think I'm going to get 70 attack so I can use the Verax flail on these things instead. It'll just be a smarter thing to do. I could go get the Obsidian Sword for stabbing, but I'm still thinking tier 70 accuracy versus tier 50 of the Elite Bladed Spear, or tier 60 of the Obsidian Sword. Oh, and that's the loot from the first inventory. Because I'm going to bandits, my loot log will be cluttered. I wish they showed kill count here or something like that. Hope I'm not missing something. So, just before I start this grind, I figure I may as well buy the armor patches that I can buy. So this will upgrade my void armor. In total, I need 6 of these patches, but I can only afford 3 of these for now. So we get 3 armor patches, and I'll apply that to the top, the bottoms, and the gloves. Now, why do this? It is because it upgrades the armor. It gives it more defense. You compare the Superior Void Knight top to the Void bottoms, and you can see it goes from tier 37 to tier 27. So I'm essentially upgrading all 3 of these pieces to be tier 37 gear, tier 37 defensive gear I should add, and that essentially just gives me more armor, which means I'll be hit less. Now, we just have 3 patches to go to get all of the helmets upgraded, and then we will benefit from the extra 2% damage boost. So, you may notice something peculiar if you look down in the statistical region of the screen. 70 attack and 70 strength, as well as 77 constitution. I have been AFKing on this account while running some challenge mode Chambers of Xeric on Inquisitor, and, well, this is the result of AFK. Being able to use Vampirism for an hour, let it run out, then turn it on again with this whole PVM event that's going on right now is really insane for training, because it essentially means I don't need food for this AFK spot of bandits, which is insane. Comparing this to old school is essentially just better sand crabs. Instead of 15 minutes of AFK, you get an hour of AFK. That's just really nice. Anyways, we can wear barrows now, be happy, and move forward with our lives. Let us roll up over here with our barrows gear on. Let's toss on the Verax flail for the first time. Oh, it's just at my side. Let's pull it out. There we go. It's not even a flail! It's a mace! What? Okay, maybe it becomes a flail when I attack with it. Oh yeah. I'm gonna test this out on Carol to see if it's better than the Leaf Bladed Spear, but other than that, we're gold. 70% now, and with this, 72%.
72.
Is that even worth it? I don't know.
It's more damage.
For the oh yeah, more damage too. And wouldn't you look at that? A casual constitution level while doing a little bit of AFK this morning. We also got 71 attack and 101 combat. The difference about barrows in RuneScape 3 compared to old school is the fact that if you're tick perfect on old school, you can essentially dodge getting hit every time you go through one of these doors. However, I find that a majority of the time when you're running through these doors, you're gonna be hit by a mob at least once. Just a little thing I noticed. Oh shit! A Torag's hammer. Torag's hammer? What happened to the second one? I guess the Torag's hammer is objectively worse because it doesn't have the prayer bonus of the flail. I mean, at least it looks more like a two-handed weapon as opposed to the flail. Yeah, that's wait, is that 2 hammers? It's got 2 hammers on it. That sure is different. I also just realized I have 3 pieces of Torags. That might be the first full set. We'll see though. Could go dry. Oh, and for this PVM event, I've decided to enable larger tasks, which gives a 25% boost to Reaper points, as well as group assignments, which gives the same. Main reason being is that I can choose my task and I don't particularly have to do group assignments. And then I disable both of these when this whole PVM event is over with Thok here. 80 Constitution, and if you take a look at my attack, once again, you will notice a giant jump from 70 to 79. I did a lot of video editing today, and I also ate dinner. That is the result of AFKing. This is extremely good. I mean, I've died like 3 times today, but death costs are also free, so that's cool. And there it is, 80 attack has been achieved. I figured I may as well grab this one live on camera. Get a lot of upgrades, though not anything that I believe we can use in particular. There it is, 73 strength. That's where we are going to call the AFKing for today. I'm going to go do my dailies. Probably log off for the night. Getting those attack levels was so good for Carol. I'm up to 79% accuracy now, compared to the 65% I had before. Hell yeah. And then there's 100 barrels, Casey. Oh my god. That's insane. That's my best slot amulet. Oh my god. At 103 KC? Yo! No way. Wow. Oh my god, we take those. Equipping this armor will mean you can no longer trade it. Well, of course. That is so crazy, wow. The final chest for this Reaper task will give us nothing. But we get 7,000 Slayer XP and 9 Reaper points. Just noticed doing a little bit of combat training AFK this morning, and we hit 700 total skill level. 81 hit points and 76 strength so far. Damn, that's crazy. I still can't do enough damage? That's so unlucky. I even brought my superior magic potion this time. Wait, what? Kangali pet? Oh my god! I got the strength pet at 1.4, almost 1.5 million XP. Oh my god. AFK goes hard. What can I say? All right, let's inspect this guy. And there it is. The strength pet has been unlocked. If I go pets, we have Kingly. Nice, look at that boy. He's ready to box. There he is. What's up, little guy? He will now follow me while I train. We're up to 78 strength. I'm done video editing. Hallelujah. Does this mean I'm gonna do something else? Haven't quite decided that yet. Guess you'll find out in the next clip. Oh, and I did want to note that I got 81 attack instead of continuing to just train my strength so that I could get this Meteor Strike ultimate ability so I could build the AoE bar correctly. So this is the wiki's specified revolution bar for multiple targets, AoE in other words. So now we chill. 79 strength, and a few kills later, 82 constitution. You love to see it. Tiny update, 264 jungle strykewyrms have been slain. I'm not gonna lie, that number caught me off guard a little bit. I've sort of just been chilling. I thought it would be around 100. Just eating dinner and we got 80 strength. Very cool. We will now train some defense. As soon as we free this monk from his physical remains, we get 64 prayer. As you can see, we achieved 80 strength, I may have already covered that, and 75 defense, which means we can wear War Priest of Tuska now, which that's the only thing at this tier we can get. Ganodermic has to be crafted, and we can't get any other of the War Priests because you need to go to normal God Wars dungeon for those, and I cannot access that. You do, in fact, require 15 agility to get there. I have no clue what dinosaur hide is, so I'm just gonna ignore it for now. You have unlocked the second bank within the Liberation of Mazcab raid. Nice. Oh. Would you look at that? Aram's robe skirt. That's a cool one to get. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. That's a duplicate. That's our first duplicate. Huh. Well, that's our Reaper task completed, and a second Aram's robe skirt? okay. So right now I'm pretty much just training throughout the day while I can, making sure that I do my Mazcap dailies and doing my Reaper tasks every day. And because of the event going on right now, I get to choose the Barrows Brothers every time. I'm just trying to get more pieces. Maybe a Guthan's War Spear now. The main item I was going for was the Amulet of the Forsaken, but we got that pretty early on. So yeah, now it's just the Guthan's War Spear, because stab weapon, and even getting the full Guthan's armor set for that set effect would be cool, healing and all, and maybe an Aram's wand or Aram's staff so that I can upgrade this. Another day of AFK and we are training away. I am going to actually play the game now, but wanted to update you all to say that I got 80 defense, Bane armor, Linza's armor, Virtus armor, a lot of stuff that we actually can't use. I'm pretty sure a lot of these things we actually cannot use. I think we might be able to use these boots. I feel like being able to get them is pretty important to mention. If I can get it in the future and it's relevant, it will be mentioned. I have decided to continue to train my defense up to 85 so that I can use the Asylum Surgeon's Ring, which will be my best in slot ring, and you can even imbue it. So I guess technically the imbued version will be my best in slot. Anyways, worm time. Oh, and would you look at that, 84 hit points coming in. Told myself I would get this level and then I would conclude killing these things for today, and we are at 521, which is over the drop rate for being on task. But we aren't quite to the drop rate of off task. We have no clue what that is. It's not even listed on the RuneScape 3 wiki, so I'm hoping it's double rate, so maybe 1000 KC? I'm hoping it's not 5 times, like old school's off-task rates are. So I'm not gonna lie, I hope you see something wrong with my inventory right now. I got another pet. I saw the fireworks appearing over my head earlier, and if I scroll up here to a certain point, no, I lost it. Okay, wonderful. It was around halfway through level 83 I got it. So maybe around 2.7, 2.8 mil defense XP. So that is wild. And much like our last pet, we will inspect it. Very good. And Wallace is a little defensive hedgehog. It's adorable. Whoa. Oh my god. Watch me be totally wrong about what it is. He made his helmet and shield himself. It's a Grenwall. Okay, so I was wrong. Oh, great. Now I'm gonna get roasted in the comments. Anyways, we are 1 defense level off. 85 Constitution. So I wanted to show off my route, which I take for buying food at this point in the game. First, I teleport to the Karamja lodestone. I then run up to the Shrimp and Parrot and trade Alphonse the Waiter. We buy the lobsters, the tuna, and the cod. This generally leads to a full inventory, so I just teleport back to War's Retreat and bank everything. I then get out the teleport runes for Varrock and go there. I then run northwest to the Spirit Tree. We teleport once. We teleport twice by hitting the number 2 key, which brings us to the Tree Gnome Stronghold. We run north, enter the Grand Tree, and of course, climb up the ladder. We then head to the northwest once again, where we will trade Gnome Waiter. And here's a wonderful store full of food. So generally I buy 5 of each, starting from the top right. And this store generates its stock much faster than other stores, so I buy the best food first. So if it restocks while I'm banking, I'll have an additional piece of the better food to buy. And that's it. We just run back and forth buying out the stock, except for these 2. We don't buy the 375 food. Everything else we do buy. And would you look at that? It restocked while I was banking. Very cool. Then we buy all to buy out the rest. Oh yeah, and I make sure to bank all my stuff too, because obviously you're running between the store and the bank, so your weight matters. And with that, everything's bought out. We teleport back to War's Retreat, and that is the food resupply run done. 80 magic. That is very cool to see. And we're gonna get a Barrows nothing as a reward. Very cool, very cool. 20 Reaper assignments completed. 85 defense, and that is where we are going to stop training at defense for now. I believe the next AFK goal is to get base 85s and then complete the World Wakes so that we can get some brand new abilities. Here it is. Our best in-slot ring. It can be further improved by being imbued. Toss it on for the first time. Very cool. Has a cool effect, 10% chance to prevent adrenaline loss when using threshold abilities. 40% chance to save a quarter of a special attack's base cost. Very cool. Let's destroy the doctor's ring as we will no longer use it. The surgeon's ring is here to stay. We grab 85 attack, 86 hit points, and we are now on to strength XP. I will say that my second bond runs out tomorrow morning, so I guess this is the 4-week character update. This event's been really good for the account because I've been able to AFK for extremely long periods of time. I'm very tempted to bond up again for another 2 weeks to use up the rest of this event's time. But yes, 4-week update. These stats are what we got, and I think you have the general idea of the bank. I feel like at this part in the account, these stats are the most important part, and the fact that we have the best in slot ring for us and the best in slot amulet in the bank. Training concluded for the night, and as I bank all of my things here, we see that I got 82 strength, which is awesome. Gonna grab my last Reaper task before I lose membership so that I can take advantage of the extra Reaper points. The Barrows Brothers. I remembered that casket I had in my bank and found out why rerolls are so good. And this is 65 prayer for free. I tried really hard to do that. My voice did not allow for it. So I use very little food at Barrows now, if at all. I've used 2 of these batas throughout, I think around, let's see, 7 inventories. So in the last 7 Barrows chests, I've used 2 pieces of food, which is very good, I'd say. I mean, of course, it comes with the territory of getting your stats up. You're kidding me. That's really funny, actually. Another Amulet of the Forsaken. Alright, I see what you're doing here, game. You've decided to save me 500k. Thanks. Oh no. Another Torag's Hammer? Well, that's the Death's assignment completed, but we are rocking with 3 duplicate items now. That is a darn shame, to say the least. Yeah, there it is. 2, 2, and 2. Here it is, the final chest required for a total of 200 boss kill count. We unlock the Altar of War, and now we can go over here, pray, and that's that. We no longer need the Falador lodestone on our hotbar, so we can adjust our little icons here, lock it back up, and we're gold. So that will save us time while we are grinding bosses in the future. And there it is, the stats comparison. The most notable part in this episode is that I gained a lot of melee combat stats. Attention, channel members, I would like to thank you for your support. It really does mean a lot. A special thank you to Covert Panda, who's now been a member for over 1 year. A salute to you. If you wish to join their ranks and support the channel, be sure to hit the join button below the video and become a member today. I gotta say, getting 2 best in slot upgrades in 1 video and 2 pets is pretty nuts. Be sure to drop a like for that, and I guess subscribe if you'd like more. Comment 07 down below for a salute, and I'll see you in the next one.